Feeling that cost of living crunch? Labara are here to help.
All I want is great customer service and network, but for less.
That's why Labara gives you 15 gigabytes of 5G data and unlimited UK minutes and text for just £10 a month. Plus, no contract, change or cancel anytime.
An excellent customer service.
So what's stopping you joining the bill-busting revolution? Labara. More for less.
Half is fake, but everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to this final session number 22. It's day 7 here at the British Summer Championships 2023. We are here live from Ponsforge International Sports Centre in Sheffield. I'm Liz Johnson and this is what you have to look forward to this afternoon/evening. The men's 400 metres freestyle will get us underway, and then the women's 100 metres breaststroke. Then it's the men's 200 metres backstroke, the women's 100 metres butterfly, the men's 50 metres butterfly, and then we move on to the relay action. First up, it will be the women's 4x100 metre medley relays, and then the men's 4x100 metres medley relays to finish. That will be all of the action finished here in what has been an incredible week of swimming in Sheffield. Still some time for some excellent swims though in this final session, so stick with us as our first swimmers will be out very shortly. Our first event of this evening is the men's 400 metres freestyle. And first up, our first race is the final of the 14-15 years 400 metres freestyle. In lane 0 for Guildford City, it's Morgan Davis. In 1 for the Royal Wolverhampton School, Harry Chandler. In 2 for City of Leeds, Gabriel Sheffield. In 3 for Portsmouth North Sea, Thomas Jennings. In 4 for Stockport Metro, Daniel Cudaverde. In 5 for Camden Swifts Cottage, Llewellyn Porter. In 6 for Nova Centurion, Thomas Swales. In 7 for City of Liverpool, Ethan Kelly. In 8 for Salisbury Stringways, Oscar Bellinger. And in 9 for Plymouth Leander, Thomas Belt. Here is your start list for the final of the men's 14-15 years 400 metres freestyle. This is our first final of our last session here this week. And the fastest qualifier from this morning was Daniel Cudverdi on lane 4 for Stockport Metro. Going well down this first 50 though. In lane 7 is Ethan Kelly of the City of Liverpool. Also going well at the bottom of the pool in 0, Morgan Davis for Guildford City. It's Davis that turns first, 27.36, with Kelly 27.90 for second, and 28.31 for Gabriel Shepherd for the City of Leeds in lane 2. Now at the bottom, Davis is taking it out down this first 100 metres. Kelly in 7 for Liverpool. Won the gold medal in the distance freestyle events in this age group, so we know he's got a strong second half of the race. He can finish well. Shepherd, gold medalist in the 200 freestyle. So there's a lot of quality in this field. And still going well down in 0, it's Morgan Davis as we come to the 150 turn. It will be Davis that goes over first, 129.16. Kelly, 130.63. 31.37, Daniel Cudverdi in third, and then just 1/100th behind him, Shepherd and Jennings are tied in fourth, so very tight down this first 200 metres as those middle 4 claw back some ground on Kelly. But no doubt about Morgan Davis's race plan down at the bottom. 2 minutes, 0.81 at the halfway stage for the man from Guildford City. Kelly still turned second, 2:02.52. Cudverdi third at the halfway point. Cudverdi in 4, and Llewellyn Porter, who's had an excellent meet for Camden Swiss Cottage, in 5 now, starting to move. They've caught Ethan Kelly as Davis goes over 2:32.62. Cudverdi 2:33.53, and Llewellyn Porter now in third, 2:33.04. They are winding it up in those centre lanes. Davis still leading the way down in 0, but his advantage has been eaten up. As we come into the 300 metre turn, it's going to be a lot tighter. And it's Daniel Cudverdi that hits the front, 3:04.63, 3:04.86 for Morgan Davis, and 3:05.03 for Llewellyn Porter. They are your gold, silver, bronze at the moment, but look in lane number 2, Gabriel Shepherd, City of Leeds. He's got the sprint speed in the freestyle in this age group. The shorter distance, 200 and 100. So he'll come back strongly here. As they turn, and Porter gets his feet to the wall first, 3:35.39 for him. Daniel Cudverdi, 3:35.58. 3:36.47 for Ethan Kelly. Porter now with the lead, but Kelly working really hard at the top of the pool there, the swimmer from the City of Liverpool. As he comes into the final, he winds up the stroke rate, and Ethan Kelly takes it from lane number 7, 4:04.53 there. 4:04.85 for Llewellyn Porter, and 4:05.36. There is your gold medalist, Ethan Kelly. Next to him, Oscar Bellinger, congratulating him there from the Salisbury Stingrays. As that concludes our first race of the evening, and here is your official result confirming that Ethan Kelly is the gold medalist for City of Liverpool. The next event is the men's 16 years 400 meters freestyle final. In lane 0 for the City of Birmingham, it's James Page. In 1, City of Cambridge, it's Ryan Wall. In 2, for Northumberland and Durham Performance, it's William Gowler. In 3, for Tiger Swim Club Jersey, Matthew Defanes. In 4, for Tiger Swim Club Jersey, Samuel Sterry. In 5, for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Hayden Annan. In 6, for Leander, Alexander Laurie. In 7, for Warrington Warriors, Ronnie Wheel. In 8, for Barnet Copthall, Thomas Flynn. And in lane 9, for Wigan District, Samuel Williams. Here is your start list for the final of the men's 16 years 400 meters freestyle. First to pop up in lane 8 was Thomas Flynn of Barnet Copthall. Now that they're up and into the strokes. The middle lanes in 4, Samuel Sterry. On 5, Hayden Annan leading the way into this first turn. Sterry turns first, 27.22, ahead of Annan's 27.58, with Defanes 27.61 for third after the first 50. Those two yellow hats of teammates Defanes and Sterry. Inside of Hayden Annan, who's had a good week for the Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson Club. They go over now at the 100 meter mark, 57.06 for Sterry, 57.37 for Annan, 57.45 for Defanes, and just 9 100s behind. It's Northumberland and Durham Performances, William Gowler in 2. Also going well in 6 and 7, Alexander Lowry and Ronnie Wheel. They're in their own battle at the moment. Going well down at the bottom in 0, it's Page of City of Birmingham. But Sterry goes over first, 128.12, 7 100ths ahead of Hayden Annan, who's just a 10th ahead of Matthew Defanes. So all as close as it looks there at the front of the field in those 3 middle lanes. Pretty evenly paced. Swimmers swimming stroke for stroke as they come into the 200 meter turn. Sterry goes over first, once again, 159.32. This time it's Defanes that touches second, 159.58, and then he's a 10th of a second ahead now of Hayden Annan. There's still really nothing in this, as we see the people behind the swimmers starting to move, increase their pace. Page and Wall now coming back in line with Gowler in 0, 1 and 2 down the bottom. Just in 4th place. In 6, it's Lowry of Leander, but Sterry over first. 0.2 a second ahead of his teammate Defanes, with Annan just 0.3 of a second behind Defanes. So still very tight, but Sterry looks like he is winding it up for this last 100 meters. Sterry turns at 300, 302.24, 302.46 for Defanes, and 302.74 for Annan. Still all to play for down this final 100. Defanes gone to his kick. He's upped his rate there. He's reeled that tiny lead that Sterry had in. But with 55 meters to go, It's the two Tigers jersey swimmers that will turn. Sterry first, 0.23 of a second ahead of Defanes, with Annan in third. Now it's going to be a straight fight for this wall down the final 25 metres. Sterry and Annan. Sterry's breathing towards his teammate Defanes, but Annan on the other side is winding it up. Sterry does take a look to the other side, and he responds and touches in a time of 4:03.19 from 4:03.31. Matthew Defanes gets the bronze, 4:05.08. That went right down to the wall, to the finish. And the official results are now in. And confirm that Samuel Sterry is the champion, from Hayden Annan, and then Matthew Defanes with the bronze. The next event is the final of the men's 17 years 400 meters freestyle. In lane 0 for East Kilbride, it's Scott Fleming. In 1 for East Lothian, it's Luke Hornsey. In 2 for Mount Cali, it's Samuel Lander. In 3 for the Royal Wolverhampton School, David Annis. In 4 for Northumberland and Durham Performance, it's Luke McGee. In 5 for Mount Kelly, Oliver Rowe. In 6 for City of Birmingham, James McClure. In 7 for West Suffolk, Matthew Baker. In 8 for City of Birmingham, Cameron Ramson. And in 9 for Mount Kelly, Jonathan Turk. Here is your start list for the final of the men's 17 years 400 meters freestyle. We've had 2 good races so far this evening, and this one lines up to be another exciting race. Going well right at the top of the pool. Down the first 25 meters was Turk of Mount Kelly. In the middle, in lane 4, Luke McGee of Northumberland Durham Performance. He's taking this out down the first 50 meters. He will turn first, 26.63 ahead of James McClure for Birmingham, 27.11. And third, after 50, it was Annis of the Royal Wolverhampton School. But there is your early race leader, McGee. He won the 1,500 meters in this age group right back on day 1. He'll turn first in a time of 55.90. 56.7 for Annis in second, joint with McClure of City of Birmingham, and in 4th, it's Oliver Rowe of Mount Kelly in 56.89. Those 4 are out in front, but Samuel Lander of Mount Kelly and Luke Hornsey of East Lothian swim team going well in 2 and 1. As McGee goes over 126.10, 126.86 for Annis. 127.11. Rowe moves in to 3rd place. McClure still going well for Birmingham at the moment, as Lander and Hornsey look to close the gap. But McGee goes over at the halfway point, 156.40. David Annis, 157.17. They're up in pretty much exactly the same time, the two swimmers in 3 and 4 through these first 200. Going well now in 6 is McClure. Him and Rowe stroke for stroke. McGee 226.92. 227.28. Annis was quicker on that 50 by 0.4, and we see him draw level there with Luke McGee. Right back in this now, down in 1 and 2 are Hornsey and Lander. Luke Hornsey of East Lothian looking good in lane 1. The final 100 meters is now underway. And McGee's lead is cut down to 0.3 of a second. Annis is marking McGee down this final 100 meters. Hornsey has moved ahead in the race for bronze, but it's still pretty tight between Lander, Rowe and McClure, and Hornsey wouldn't count himself as safe just yet. McGee 327.98, 328.22 for Annis as we go into the final length, and now we hit the final 25 meters, and Annis does look like he's carrying the speed. That big leg kick as he's breathing, looking in the eyes of Luke McGee as we come into the final stages of this one. McGee finds a little spurt, and it is McGee that responds to take it by 0.2 of a second. 356.46 for McGee, 356.66 for Annis. The bronze goes to Luke Hornsey, 4 minutes, 0.05. Oliver Rowe finished quickly, 29.38, but it wasn't quick enough to get on the podium, unfortunately for him this time. There are the official results for the men's 17 years, 400 meters freestyle. Our next event is the men's 18 years 400 meters freestyle final. In lane 0 for the city of Birmingham, it's James Froggatt. In 1 for Rotherham Metro, it's Luke Booth. In 2 for Barnacoptal, it's Cameron Carlos. In 3 for the Royal Wolverhampton School for Indarsdale. In 4 for Repton, it's Rafi Shafi. In 5 for City of Salford, Alexander Volkovoy. In 6 for Guildford City, Christian Dutoft. In 7 for Newcastle, it's Josh Denholm. And in lane number 9 for City of Cardiff, it's Max Gayson-Holly. Here is your start list for the men's 18 years 400 meters freestyle final. fastest reaction came from Rafi Shafi of Repton in lane 4. He was also the fastest qualifier for this final after this morning's heats. Going well up in lane 0, it's Max Gason Holly of the city of Cardiff. And also going well down in 1, Rotherham Metro's Luke Booth. It will be Booth that turns first, 27.13 from Alexander Volkvoy of the city of Salford, 27.36. He's just 4/100ths ahead of Shafi in 4. Booth looking good down this first 100. The swimmers in the middle, all pretty much in a line. And it is Booth that goes over first after 100, 56.85 from Shafi, 57.26, and Drysdale, 57.48. He turned in exactly the same time as Alexander Volkovoy of City of Salford to tie in 3rd at that turn. But a lot of ties this week. And some very close races. But now hitting the front, it is Rafi Shafi, 127.58 for the swimmer representing Repton. He won the 1500 meters freestyle from lane 9. He swam to a medal in the 800 meters freestyle from lane 8. And now he finds himself in the center of the pool with company from Alexander Volkovoy and Finn Drysdale in 5 and 3 respectively. Shafi goes over first at the halfway mark, 158.64 from 158.80 of Volkovoy and 159.09 for Drysdale. It's those three at the moment, but Christian Dutoft of Guildford City not too far behind in lane number 6. And going with him in lane number 7, it's Denholm of Newcastle. Shafi is over first, 229.41, 229.61 for Volkovoy, 229.84 for Drysdale. They are still your front three, but Dutoft is gaining ground. He had the fastest out of the 4 swimmers in the middle there. Fastest split on that last 50. Volkovoy now though looking to move ahead. He'll turn first, 3 minutes, 0.67 ahead of 3:01.03 for Shafi and 3:01.27 for Drysdale. Turning exactly the same time as Dutoft. So 3:01.27 for both of those swimmers. Dutoft still winding it up. Volkovoy has hit the front. Volkovoy, 30.32 his split there, 3:30.99 he turns in. Shafi second, 3:31.91, and Drysdale still third. But Dutoft is hunting at the top of those 4 swimmers. Can he respond with anything as Volkovoy goes and Shafi tries to find something for Repton? But we come in now, and it will be Alexander Volkovoy of City of Salford, 4 minutes, 0.73 to 4:01.18 for Rafi Shafi. And right at the end there, Christian Dutoft touches for bronze for Guildford City, 4:02.18. Exactly a second behind Rafi Shafi after Finn Drysdale had been in 3rd for the majority of that race. There are your official results of the men's 18 years 400 meters freestyle. men's 400 meters freestyle. In lane 0 for Edinburgh University, it's Arthur Logan. In lane 1, Freddie Ashley Sparks, Plymouth Leander. In 2, Thomas Treblecock, Swansea University. In 3, William Bell, Loughborough University. In 4, Kieran Bird, Bath Performance Centre. In 5, Joshua Williams, Swansea University. In 6, Charlie Hutchison, Loughborough University. In 7, Jack Munsey, University of Stirling. In 8, Joe Deegan, Swansea University. And in lane 9, Alexander Sargent of Millfield. Here is your start list for the men's 19 years and over 400 meters freestyle final. And the fastest qualifier is Olympian Kieran Bird in lane number 4. He sat quite comfortably in the heat this morning and then had a good last 50 meters. He turned on the speed, so we know he's got more speed. He showed us that speed when he won gold in the 200 meters freestyle earlier in the week. And he turns first, 26.11, ahead of William Bell in lane 3 for Loughborough. And third, after 50, down in 0, it's Arthur Logan of Edinburgh University. Bird already with a commanding lead here. As he'll go over at the 100 meter mark. 54.34 for him, 55.7. 3 for Bell, 56.02 for Hutchison, and 56.10 for Josh Williams of Swansea. It's all very close for silver and bronze at the moment. Going well in 6 is Hutchison now. We're also going well in 3 is William Bell still. Bird 123.28, 125.51 for Bell, 125.73 for Williams. The race is developing behind. In a battle in 0 and 1, it's Logan and Ashley Sparks of Edinburgh and Plymouth Leander respectively. As we see Bird go over 152.87, he's record 29.59 for that split. William Bell in second, Josh Williams still in third. Just under half a second ahead of Charlie Hutchison. In lane 6, Charlie Hutchison is trying to make sure that the race doesn't get away from him. Jack Munsey in 7 for Stirling, marking him just behind as they go into that turn. And it's Bird, 2:22.97. Josh Williams, 2:25.66 there, and William Bell now in a third. Both Williams and Hutchison drop down to 29.8 on that 50. Williams now of Swansea just ahead of the other two swimmers from Loughborough, Bell and Hutchison. Only a tenth of a second separating Williams and Hutchison as Bird leads in a commanding position. Now trying to make a move, it is Charlie Hutchison in lane number 6. He's moved into the silver medal position. Bird, who has led from the start, turns for the final 50, 3:23.70. Hutchison now in silver medal position, 0.65 seconds ahead of Williams in bronze, as William Bell chases back as well. So the battle for bronze still open with 15 meters to go, but no question where the gold is going to go for this one. Kieran Bird coming in now to stop the clock. 3:53.24, 3:55.19 for Charlie Hutchison, and Josh Williams gets the bronze just ahead of William Bell, who's touched into fourth. Here are the official results for the men's 19 years and over 400 meters freestyle. Our first medal ceremonies will take place this evening, just before 20 to 6. And the ceremonies for this event will be the first ones that you will see. We now move on to our next event, the women's 100 meters breaststroke, and our first final is that of the women's 13-14 years 100 meters breaststroke. In 0 for City of Cambridge is Yanting Emily Pack. In 1 for Bromley, Josephine Lawn. In 2 for City of Salford, Anastasia Musat. In 3 for Basildon and Phoenix, Jasmine Carter. In 4 for City of Salford, Gabrielle McCullough. In 5 for Seven Oaks, Imogen Miles. In 6 for City of Sheffield, Annabelle Cook. In 7 for City of Birmingham, Bonnie Mooney. In 8 for East Lothian, Zara Kravik. And in lane 9 for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Abigail Smiley. Here is your start list for the final of the women's 13-14 years 100 meters breaststroke. This is our first final in the women's 100 meters breaststroke. And off to a good start in lane 4 for the City of Salford is Gabrielle McCulloch, but also going well in the early stages. Up in 8 is Zara Kravik of East Lothian. Coming through in the second half of this first 50 is Seven Oaks' Imogen Miles. She will go into the turn in the lead, 33.33 for her, 33.64 for McCulloch, 34.56 for Annabelle Cook of Sheffield. Those two red hats there, the first one belonging to Miles of Seven Oaks, and the second one to Cook, the local smart in City of Sheffield. But it is stroke for stroke at the front between McCulloch of Salford and Miles of Seven Oaks. They are away with this one. The race is on for bronze, currently being won by Cook. But we turn our attentions to the front of the race. And it looks like it's going to be our early race leader, Imogen Miles, who gets a touch. 1:11.08 to 1:11.26. And Annabelle Cook of the City of Sheffield does get the bronze, 1:13.70. The bronze was won just by 6/100ths of a second there, so it was a tight race all round. And they are your official results of the women's 13-14 years 100 meters breaststroke. Our next event is the final of the women's 15 years 100 meters breaststroke. In lane 0 from the city of Birmingham, it's Maurice Magny. In 1 for Warrington Warriors, Gabriella Hunt. In 2 for Maxwell, Holly Waymond. In 3 for Northumberland Durham Performance, Sarah Talentire. In 4 for Basildon and Phoenix, Gracie Parker. In 5 for Mount Kelly, it's Gabrielle Idle-Beavers. In 6 for City of Cardiff, Murray Gibson. In 7 for Rushmore Royals, Maisie Brown. In 8 for Newcastle Swim Team, Neve Savory. In 9 for Bishop Stortford, Ella Greatback. Here is your start list for the final of the women's 15 years 100 meters breaststroke. So up first was lane 2's Women from Maxwell. But now they're into their strokes, going well. In 3, it's Talentire of Northumberland and Durham Performance. Also going well at the top, Ella Greatback of Bishop Stortford. And in 5, Idle-Beavers of Mount Kelly. To go into the turn, it will be Talentire that leads the way. 34.77. She went in first, but it was the 34.34 that got the touch from Gabrielle Idle-Beavers, carrying more speed in. Gracie Parker, 34.65 for second. As we now come into the final 25, and it is Talentire that leads the way. She's got a good lead over the rest of the field at the moment. One lane up from her, Gracie Parker of Basildon and Phoenix, going well. As we come into the final stages, also going well down in 1 and 2. It's Hunt and Waymond, but it is Talentire that gets the touch for gold. Gracie Parker holding on for silver. And bronze going to Mary Gibson of Cardiff. Gibson finishing in a 37.98, second 50 there, to bring her through to that bronze medal position. There are your official results of the women's 15 years 100 meters breaststroke. We move straight on to the final of the women's 16 years 100 meters breaststroke. In 0 for Forshire Swimming Club, Lauren Kenner. In 1 for Camden Swiss Cottage, Eva Harris-Brown. In 2 for City of Milton Keynes, Danielle Song. In 3 for Worcester, Grace Earp. In 4 for Milkfield, Charlotte Hardy. In 5 for Milton Keynes, Ruby Stevenson. In 6 for Northumberland and Durham Performance, Anna Finley. In 7 for Mount Kelly, Lotta Schultz. In 8, City of Leicester's Anna Farr. And in lane 9, Bishop Stortford, Kirsty Neal. Here is your start list for the women's 16 years 100 meters breaststroke. Getting a good reaction. In 1 for Camden Swiss Cottage was Harris Brown. Going well down in 0. In the early stages is Lauren Kenner of Forshire Swimming Club. But in the centre lanes, it's 5 at the moment. Stevenson of Milton Keynes going with Finlay of Northumberland and Durham Performance. Down into the turn, also going well, his fastest qualifier, Charlotte Hardy of Millfield. Stevenson touches first, 34.11, 32.425 for Finlay and 34.29 for Hardy. So it's very close at the turn. Hardy got a good push off the wall and used that underwater well to come up. And she has the advantage as we go into the final 25 metres, starting to lead that spearhead out. Still going well. Up there in 8 is Anna Farr of City of Leicester. She's in the mix for a medal here, but looking at the front, it is Hardy that will take this one. 1:10.90 for Charlotte Hardy and Millfield to get the gold. Ruby Stevenson takes the silver, 1:12.37. And the bronze does go to Anna Farr of Leicester, 1:12.47, just a tenth behind the silver medalist. There are your official results of the women's 16 years 100 metres breaststroke, confirming Hardy as your champion, Stevenson for silver and Anna Farr for bronze. Our next event is the final of the women's 17 years 100 metres breaststroke. In 0 for Seven Oaks is Alia Richards. In 1 from Leyland Barracudas, Emily Elliott. In 2 for Team Ipswich, Beth Young. In 3 for Wigan Best, Anna Healy. In 4 for Woking, Sophie King. In 5 for City of Sheffield, Charlotte Bianchi. In 6 for Mount Kelly, Sophie Brassington. In 7 for Rugby, Morgan Brand. In 8, Mount Kelly, Jasmine Takuna. And in lane 9, City of Cambridge is Matilda Ransom. Here is the start list for the final of the women's 17 years 100 metres breaststroke. Alia Richards in Seven Oaks in lane 0 got the best reaction off the block. She is down at the bottom of the pool going well. But in the middle of the pool already, it is our fastest qualifier, Sophie King of Woking, that is leading. From lane 3 is Healy, and going well up in lane 8 is Takuna of Mount Kelly. will be those swimmers that go into the turn. Turning first, Anna Healy of Wigan Best, 33.84 for her, but getting the touch is 33.66 for Sophie King. Lane 3 though, looking good here, Anna Healy. Stroke for stroke in 4 and 5, it's King and Sheffield's Bianchi. In fact, Bianchi now starting to wind it up and create a bit of an advantage. She's coming through here. She hits the front. And now she's stroke for stroke with Healy. And it'll come down to the finish, and it will be Charlotte Bianchi of City of Sheffield. An excellent second 50 there. 1:10.92 for the victory. Ahead of 1:11.49 for Anna Healy of Wigan Best. Sophie King settling for bronze here. And there are your official results of the women's 17 years 100 meters breaststroke. Our next event is the final of the women's 18 years and over 100 meters breaststroke. In lane 0 from City of Leicester, Emily Farr. In 1 from Northumberland Durham Performance, Maya Hall. In 2 from University of Bath, Emily Morgan Hughes. In 3 from Poole Swimming Club, Kyla van der Meer. In 4 for Derby Excel, Imogen Clark. In 5, City of Leeds, Leah Strushen. 6 for Nova Centurion, Kira Fletcher. In 7 for Hatfield, Ashley Ransom. In 8 for Repton, Hannah Bowley. And in lane 9 for City of Sheffield, Caris O'Reilly. Here is your start list for the women's 18 years and over 100 meters breaststroke final. So this is our final of the 100 meters breaststroke for women, and having a great start there in lane number 4, fastest qualifier Clark for Derby Excel. She will be the previous race favourite, and she's looking good down this first 50. She touches first, 31.52, 32.42 for Leah Strushen, 33.05 for Kira Fletcher. Clark did tie up a bit in the final stages of the heat this morning, so Strushen of Leeds will be hoping to be close to pounce on that, as will Kira Fletcher, but it's difficult to see past Clark. She is the class of this field. She's going well here. She leads out these finalists, and she will touch to stop the clock at a time of 1:07.35. Silver to Leah Strushen for Leeds. And bronze goes to Kayla van der Meer. 1:09.38 for the swimmer from Poole. It's always going to be difficult to catch Clark. She gets such speed down that first 50. And she takes that one. There is confirmation of the official results for the women's 18 years And over 100 meters breaststroke, Imogen Clark is your gold medalist. Our next event is the men's 200 meters backstroke final for the 14-15 year age group. In 0 from Northumberland Durham Performance is Jacob Light. In 1 for Sutton and Cheam, Aidan Orpin. 2 for Stockport Metro, Henry Taylor. In 3 for Maidenhead, Jonathan Ireland. In 4 for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Aaron Bissett. In 5 for Hatfield, Oliver Baskerville. In 6 for Mount Kelly, Ben Uff. In 7 for City of Sheffield, Jensen Owen. In 8 for Plymouth Leander, Tane Phillips. And in lane 9 for Camden Swiss Cottage, Llewellyn Porter. Here is your start list for the men's 14-15 years 200 meters backstroke final. In lane 4, Aaron Bissett was a gold medalist in 100 metres earlier this week. Going well straight from the off through the first 25 though. In lane 1 is Aidan Orpin of Sutton and Cheam. He was your silver medalist in the 100 metres backstroke and going well at the top in the early stages. Llewellyn Porter of Camden Swiss Cottage. But it will be Orpin that leads down the first 50, 29.94 ahead of Henry Taylor of Stockport Metro, 30.33 and 30.37 for Bissett in lane 4. Taylor still going well into is those 3 that are out in front at the moment, but now going well also in lane 3 for Maidenhead. It's Ireland. Those 4 are in a line as they come into turn. Bissett has hit the front, 103.05. He had the fastest 50 split there, 32.68 to bring him through to the front of the field. 103.49 saw Jonathan Ireland turn in second. 104.6 for Ben Uff of Mount Kelly to move into third. The swimmer there in the white hat in lane number 6. So still all to play for as we approach the final turn. Uff looks good for Mount Kelly. But Bissett with the turns. His turn brings him up with an advantage. So now it is Bissett from Uff, from Ireland. They are your 3, but watch that pink hat of Baskerville of Hatfield in lane 5. He's winding things up here as he moves level with Jonathan Ireland. Bissett looks like he's going to take another gold medal. Topping the clock in 2:08.78, 2:09.24 for Ben Uff, and Oliver Baskerville of Hatfield did in fact finish quickly to take that bronze medal. Baskerville, the only swimmer with a split under 32 seconds on that final 50. There are the official results. Jensen Owen of City of Sheffield was disqualified. next event is the final of the men's 16 years 200 meters backstroke. In lane 0 for the city of Birmingham, it's Harvey Reid. In 1 for Seagull Swimming, Edward Bell. In 2, Bishop Stortford's Toby Godsell. In 3 for Wilkesworth Dolphins, Jake France. In 4 for Mount Kelly, Fergus Thompson. In 5 for Plymouth Leander, Jamie Gray. In 6 for Chelsea and Westminster, Joseph Adams. In 7 for Stockport Metro, Finlay Pope. In 8 for Plymouth Leander, Oliver Dennis. In lane 9 for Northumberland and Durham, Isaac Buchan. Here's your start list for the men's 16 years 200 meters backstroke final. Fergus Thompson, who was the fastest qualifier for this final from Mount Kelly, was the bronze medalist in the 100 meters earlier in the week. He's going well, but also going well in 6 is Joseph Adams of Chelsea and Westminster as we go down this first 50. In 2, it's Toby Godsell of Bishop Stortford. He's having a good swim in this opening 50. He leads the way, 29.11 from Thompson, 29.48, and Gray, 29.91. They were your 1, 2, 3 after the first lap. Looking good in that centre lane is Thompson of Mount Kelly as he comes up and passes Bishop Stortford's Toby Godsell. It will be Thompson that leads, 1 minute, 0.78 at the turn. At the halfway point, 1:01.23 from Godsell. Godsell won that 100 meters backstroke. He's got good speed. Can he get back up on terms with Thompson? There's a race on behind them at the moment for that bronze medal position. Going well in 3 is Jake France of Warsaw. He is making gains. He turns 1:35.31 behind 1:33.93 of Godsell. They went exactly the same 50 split there. Thompson is the fastest in the pool at the moment. You can see that as he pulls away. It is Thompson leading as we come into the finish. Silver looks like it will go to Godsell, but the bronze, the winner of that battle, is going to be Jake France. So Thompson, 2:03.72 to take the victory. The only man to be swimming 31 points for the 50s in that race wins it. As those results are confirmed, Fergus Thompson takes the gold for Mount Kelly, Toby Godsell, silver for Bishop Stortford, and Jake France, the bronze for Warsaw. the next event is the final of the men's 17 years 200 meters backstroke. In lane 0 for Poole, it's Charlie Meek. In 1 for East Lothian, Callum Peebles. In 2 for Thurrock Swimming Club, Nikita Sharakin. In 3 for Newcastle Swim Team, Rhys Blackett. In 4 for City of Leicester, Oscar Dodds. In 5 for Derby XL, George Whittle. In 6, the Royal Wolverhampton School, David Annis. In 7 for Repton Swimming, Jude Denning. In 8 for Poole, Zachary Studley. There is your start list for the men's 17 years 200 meters backstroke final. There is no swimmer in lane number 9. Go into this 17 years 200 meters backstroke final. Good start coming from lane 2. That is Nikita Charakin of Thurrock Swimming Club. Now they're up and into their strokes, going well. It is the fastest qualifier in for Oscar Dodds of the City of Leicester. He has got a slight advantage as we go into this first turn. He turns 29.07 ahead of Rhys Blackett of Newcastle. 29.22, 29.59 for George Whittle in 3rd of Derby XL. They were all front 3 at the first turn. Now as we go through the 75 meter mark to complete this first 100, it is lane 4's Dodds leading the way with Blackett for company. Dodds over 1 minute, 0.41, 101.13 for Blackett, and Whittle turns in 3rd, 101.67. Nikita Charakin in 4th position in lane number 2. Also going well in 6th is David Annis of the Royal Wolverhampton School. He's been finishing his races well this week, but no doubt about who's leading as we go into the final turn. Oscar Dodds, 1:32.97. His time in the heats was 2:07.74. As he comes into the final 25 meters. George Whittle is in lane number 5, but going well in 3 is Rhys Blackett. Whittle and Blackett, stroke for stroke. Oscar Dodds looks like he's going to take this one. He will take the gold in a time of 2:05.39. David Annis did in fact finish as quickly as we've seen him finish all week. Came back in 31.31, over a second quicker than anybody else to make it on to the podium to get that silver, and Rhys Blackett takes the bronze for Newcastle. So there are your official results, confirming that Oscar Dodds of City of Leicester is your champion. Our next event is the final of the men's 18 years 200 meters backstroke. Lane 0 from Brighton, Jake Acton. Lane 1 from City of Cardiff, Benjamin Fox-Wiltshire. Lane 2 from City of Sheffield, Benjamin Croft. Lane 3 from Leatherhead, Dominic Morgan. Lane 4 from Millfield, Adam Graham. Lane 5 from University of Bath, Oscar Barlow. Lane 6 from Thanet Swim Club, Oliver Pope. Lane 7 from City of Leicester, Sean McCann. Lane 8 from the Royal Wolverhampton School, Oliver Burns. And in lane 9 from Plymouth Leander, Gillian Holinsky. As we move on to the 18-year-old final, they all come up pretty evenly. The bronze medalist from the 100, Oscar Barlow, goes in 5 for Bath University, but the fastest qualifier was Adam Graham from Millfield, and he's got a slight advantage as they go into the flags into this first turn. 28.65 for Graham, 28.86 for Barlow, and 29.25 for Thanet Swim Club's Oliver Pope up in lane 6. Also going well in lane number 3 is Dominic Morgan of Leatherhead. He sits in 4th at the moment. And in a line in 0, 1 and 2, it's Acton, Fox-Wiltshire and Cross as they look to get back up with the early leaders. 59.07 it is for Graham at the 100-meter mark. 59.99 for Barlow. 1 minute, 0.88 for Oliver Pope. In 6th, they were your top 3 as we went through the 100-meter mark. But Dominic Morgan of Leatherhead in lane number 3 trying to get back on terms with Oliver Pope, as Adam Graham goes over 130.01 ahead of Oscar Barlow's 131.73, and Pope still in bronze medal position at the moment by 0.6 of a second ahead of Dominic Morgan. Winding it up in lane 4 now, it is Adam Graham. No one's catching him. He looks like he will take the gold medal in this one. The silver looks like it's going to Oscar Barlow, but finishing quickly in pursuit of that bronze is Dominic Morgan and Oliver Pope. And Pope does hold on to the bronze medal position by 2/100ths of a second. So Graham takes it 2:01.46. Oscar Barlow with the silver 2:04.10. And it's bronze for Thanet Swim Club and Oliver Pope in 2:05.18. There are your official results of the men's 18 years 200 meters backstroke final. The next event is the final of the men's 19 years and over 200 meters backstroke. In lane 0 for the City of Manchester Aquatics, it's Toby Hill. In lane 1 for Mount Kelly, Hubert Danich. In 2 for Loughborough University, Charlie Brown. In 3 for Edinburgh University, Jordan McPhail. In 4 for Chelsea and Westminster, Pietro Ubertalli. In 5 for City of Sheffield, Samuel Greenbank. In 6 for University of Bath, Miles Drabwell. In 7 for University of Aberdeen Performance, Jamie Ferguson. In 8 for Loughborough University, Ben Harrison. And in lane 9 for Northumberland and Durham Performance is Lewis Maxwell. Here is your start list for the men's 19 years and over 200 meters backstroke final. So all 3 medalists from the 100 are in this one. Samuel Greenbank of the City of Sheffield, the second fastest qualifier in lane 5, looking to do the double of the 100 and the 200. Fastest qualifier though, Ubertalli of Chelsea and Westminster. He was the silver medalist behind Greenbank. In the 100, he'll be looking to reverse that result here this evening. Greenbank goes over first, 28.17, 28.32. Charlie Brown in lane number 2, then 28.33 for Ubertalli. After 50 metres, as they come through the 75-metre mark, going well into for Loughborough is Brown. He has a slight advantage at the moment. Be very close as we come into the midway point, the 100-metre turn. And it is Brown over first, 58.28 from Ubertalli, 58.70 from Greenbank, 58.92. Jamie Ferguson of the University of Aberdeen Performance in 7 was the bronze medalist in that 100 metres. He's currently in a battle with Miles Drabwell of the University of Bath. They are there in 6 and 7, and keeping them company in 8 is Ben Harrison of Loughborough University. But at the front of the field, Charlie Brown is going well, down in 2, 129.11, ahead of 129.99 for Ubertalli, with 130.03, the time for Greenbank at the final turn. As they wind it up now, going into the final 25 metres, Ubertalli and Greenbank are stroke for stroke. But Charlie Brown has set himself up very well here as he comes into the final 7.5 metres. And it will be Brown that wins the gold medal from lane 2. In the finish, for silver, it's Samuel Greenbank by 9/100ths ahead of Pietro Ubertalli. Take the bronze for Chelsea and Westminster. Brown happy with that one. He went out, he attacked hard, and it paid off. There is confirmation of that result. The men's 19 years and over 200 metres backstroke. Charlie Brown is your champion. Silver medalist Samuel Greenbank, and bronze for Pietro Ubertalli. That was the final event in the men's 200 metres backstrokes. Those medal ceremonies will happen in our first set of presentations, just around 25 to 6. Our next event is the women's 100 meters butterfly 13-14 years final. In lane 0 for Rural Metro, Abby Roscoe. In 1 for Repton, Lydia Cordell. In 2 for Harrogate District, Lily Stansfield. In 3 for Harrogate District, Lois Child. In 4 for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Madeline Hind. In 5 for Mount Kelly Swimming, Edie Price. In 6 for Guildford City, Scarlett Shepherd. In 7 for City of Salford, Lucia Lesty. In lane 8 for Tonbridge, Emily Smith. And in lane 9 for East Lothian, Zara Kravic. Here's your start list. So we're away for our first final in the 100 meters butterfly for women. Good reaction from Madeline Hind of Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson in 4. The gold medalist in the 200 was Edie Price from Mount Kelly. She qualified second fastest for this final. She goes in 5 there. But leading the way into the turn, it's tight and it will come down to the touch. The touch will go to Hind, 29.90. Head of Price, 30.03. With Lydia Cordell of Repton, 30.19. Third at the turn. Going well in 3, it's Lois Child of Harrogate. She went through 75 metres in the lead, but now the battle is a 4-way battle for the medals. 4 into 3, it does not go. So as we come under the flags and into the finish, we see, and it will be Edie Price that does the double. 103.37 for her, 103.54 for silver to Madeline Hind. And the bronze goes to Scarlett Shepherd of Guildford City. There are your official results of the women's 13-14 years 100 meters butterfly. Edie Price of Mount Kelly is your champion. Our next event is the final of the women's 15 years 100 meters butterfly. In lane 0 for City of Leicester, it's Alyssa Lowe. In 1 for Barnet Proctor, it's Oni Mbatichi. In 2 for Stockport Metro, Lily O'Neill. In 3 for Modernian, Eloise Cole. In 4 for Northumberland and Durham Performance, Seren Talentire. In 5 for Chelsea and Westminster, Indigo Spence. In 6 for Poole, Jessica Huggins. In 7 for City of Leeds, Matilda Ashcroft. In 8 for Bucky, Madison Beth Cool. And in 9 for Warren de Bars, it's Kiana Coertz. Here is your start list for the women's 15 years 100 meters butterfly final. Talentire was the fastest qualifier in this one. She was the gold medalist in the 200 meters butterfly earlier in the week. She got off the block very well indeed, but also going well in 6 is Huggins of Poole in that yellow hat up from the 2 yellow lane lines. Going well in 3 in the early stages, it's Cole of Modernian. And turning first, it is Talentire 28.97, 1/100th ahead of Cole, with Huggins turning third at the halfway point, 29.18. The race is on as we go into the final 25 meters. Talentire with a slight advantage from Cole. It's all about timing here at the moment. Going well in 5 is Indigo Spence of Chelsea and Westminster. She's finishing well, but it will come down to Talentire, who will take this one. 102.40, 103 flat for Indigo Spence, and Jessica Huggins 103.35 for the bronze. Sarah Talentire, much like Edie Price in the last heat, does the double of the 100-200 fly, and there are the official results to confirm the women's 15 years 100 meters butterfly. Our next event is the final of the women's 16 years 100 meters butterfly. In lane 0 for Guildford City, it's Nancy Knight. In 1 for the City of Cambridge, Georgia Holgate. In 2 for Perth City, Catherine Renfrew. In 3 for Basildon and Phoenix, Guy Carter. In 4 for Mount Kelly, Flavia Camsell. In 5 for Norwich Swan, Charlotte Smith. In 6 for Borough of Kirklees, Jessica Smelt. In 7 for City of Sheffield, Isla Jones. In 8 for City of Newport, Lucy Grant. And in lane 9 for City of Norwich, Grace Greenhalgh. Here is your start list for the final of the women's 16 years 100 meters butterfly. So the fastest qualifier for this one, Flavia Camsell. She had good results in the sprint events this week. She leads through the 25 meters for Mount Kelly. Sky Carter, 1 lane closer to us for Basildon and Phoenix, won the 50 freestyle. Now we are on to the butterfly, and Camsell will lead at the halfway stage, 28.29 ahead of Sky Carter, 29.59, and Charlotte Smith, 29.67 in third. The silver medalist in the 200, Jessica Smelt, Borough of Kirklees in lane 6, has been finishing very well all week. Still with a bit of work to do here. And the gold medalist, Isla Jones, from that 200, the City of Sheffield, is starting to come through in lane 7. But no doubt where this gold medal is going to go. Flavia Camsell stops the clock, 1 minute, 0.38 from Sky Carter, 102.80, and 102.85 for Isla Jones in third. They are your medalists. Camsell is having a very good week, as are Mount Kelly. There are your official results of the women's 16 years 100 meters butterfly. Our next event is the final of the women's 17 years 100 meters butterfly. In 0 for WXL, it's Ijiko. In 1 for Nova Centurion, Constance Phillips. In 2 for City of Glasgow, Stella McCarty. In 3 for Northumberland and Durham Performance, Becky Watson. In 4 for City of Bristol, Jessica Lawton. In 5 for Wickham District, Lucy Fox. In 6 for Mount Kelly, Holly Widows. In 7 for Barking and Dagenham, Erica Pasikin-Skate. In 8 for Woking, Sophie King. And in lane 9 for Millfield, Naomi Parker. Here is your start list for the women's 17 years 100 meters butterfly final. Great reaction from Holly Widows in lane 6. She is first away and up with a slight advantage, but going well in lane number 4. It's Jessica Lawton of City of Bristol. In 5, Lucy Fox of Wickham District won the 200 meters fly. She also won the distance freestyle events here this week. But leading at the turn, Jessica Lawton, 28.10 ahead of Holly Widows, 28.56 and 28.67 for Constance Phillips, who got the bronze in that 200 meters butterfly earlier in the week. Looking good for Bristol is Lawton in lane 4. Lucy Fox now starting to come through in 5. Also still going well is Phillips down in 1 for Nova Centurion. It will be Lawton that led from start to finish, 1:28 for her to take the gold. Lucy Fox did come through for the silver, 1:01.19, and the bronze went to Nova Centurion's Constance Phillips, down in lane 1, 1:01.38. There are the official results confirmed in the women's 17 years 100 meters butterfly. Our next event is the final of the women's 18 years and over 100 meters butterfly. In lane 0 for Loughborough University, it's Maisie Elliott. In 1 for University of Bath, it's Ekaterina Price. In 2 for Hatfield, Shannon Scott. In 3 for Northampton Swimming, Betsy Wizard. In 4, City of Manchester, Jessica Calderbank. In 5 for Guildford City, Sophie Freeman. In 6 for Bath Performance Centre, Holly Hibbert. In 7 for Derby Excel, Georgina Pryor. In lane 8 for University of Bath, Annabelle Sith. And in lane 9 for Swansea University, Catherine Ellen Roberts. Here is your start list for the women's 18 years and over 100 meters butterfly. Up in lane 0 is Elliott of Loughborough University. She got away well, as did swimmers in lane 7 and 8. That's Pryor of Derby Excel and Smith of the University of Bath. Gone well now though in lane number 4. It is Calderbank of the City of Manchester Aquatics. Turning first though, it's Pryor. 27.69, 27.74 for Calderbank, and 28.01 for Freeman of Guildford City. So it was close at the 50. And now we see still going well in 7 is Pryor in that white heart for Derby Excel. Calderbank, the City of Manchester, battling well, but coming back at her in 3 is Wizard, gold medalist in the 200. And in 5 coming back is Freeman. If it goes into the touch, it will be Betsy Wizard that gets the touch. 59.83 for the double. There. Silver goes to Georgina Pryor of Derby Excel, and the bronze to Sophie Freeman of Guildford City. They are your official results for the women's 18 years and over 100 meters butterfly. That concludes our first block of racing. We will move on to some medal ceremonies shortly. They will be for the men's 400 meters freestyle, the women's 100 meters breaststroke, and the men's 200 meters backstroke. Our first medal ceremony is the first set of presentations for the men's 400 meters freestyle. The medals are being presented by Doug Whitlam's Swim England president. He's done a fine job of many medal ceremonies this week. The bronze medalist in the 14-15 years age group from Stockport Metro, Daniel Cudaverdi. The bronze medalist in the 16 years age group from Tigers Jersey, Matthew Defanes. And the bronze medalist in the 17 years age group from East Lothian, Luke Hornsey. The silver medalist in the 14-15 year age group from Camden Swiss Cottage, Llewellyn Porter. In the 16 year age group from Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, it's Hayden Annan. And in the 17 years age group from Royal Wolverhampton School, it's David Annis. And the gold medalist in the 14-15 years 400 metres freestyle from the City of Liverpool, Ethan Kelly. In the 16 year age group, the gold medalist from Tigers Jersey, Samuel Sterry. And in the 17 years age group, the gold medalist from Northumberland and Durham Performance, Luke McGee. In the 18 year age group of the 400 freestyle, from bronze medalist from Guildford City, Christian Dutoft. In the 19 years age group, the bronze medalist is from Swansea University, Josh Williams. The silver medalist in the 18 years age group from Repton, Rafi Shafi. And the silver medalist in the 19 years and over age group from Loughborough University, Charlie Hutchison. The gold medalist in the 18 years 400 metres freestyle from the City of Salford is Alexander Volkovoy. And the gold medalist in the 19 years and over 400 metres freestyle from Bath Performance Centre, it's Kieran Bird. Our next medal ceremony is for the women's 100 metres breaststroke. The bronze medalist in 13-14 years age group from City of Sheffield, Annabelle Cook. In the 15-year age group from City of Cardiff, Mary Gibson. And in the 16-year age group from City of Leicester, Anna Farr. The silver medalist in the 13-14 year age group from City of Salford, Gabrielle McCulloch. In the 15-year age group from Basildon and Phoenix, Gracie Parker. And in the 16-year age group from the City of Milton Keynes, Ruby Stevenson. And the gold medalist in the 13-14 years 100 metres breaststroke from Seven Oaks, it's Imogen Miles. In the 15-year age group from Northumberland and Durham Performance, it's Sarah Talentire. And in the 16-year age group from Millfield, it's Charlotte Hardy. The bronze medalist in the 17 years 100 meters breaststroke from Woking, Sophie King. And in the 18 years and over age group from Poole, Kayla van der Meer. Silver medalist in the 17 years age group from Wigan Best, it's Anna Healy. And in the 18 years and over age group from City of Leeds, Leah Schlossen. The gold medalist in the 17 years 100 meters breaststroke from the City of Sheffield, it's Charlotte Bianchi. And in the women's 18 years and over 100 meters breaststroke, the gold medalist from Derby Excel is Imogen Clark. Our next medal ceremony is for the men's 200 meters backstroke. The bronze medalist in the 14-15 years age group from Hatfield is Oliver Baskerville. And the 16 years age group from Warthop is Jake France. And in the 17 years age group from Newcastle, Reese Blackett. The silver medalist in the 14-15 years age group from Mount Kelly, it's Ben Uff. In the 16-year age group from Bishop Stortfield, it's Toby Godsall. And in the 17-year age group from Royal Wolverhampton School, David Annis. And your gold medalist in the 14-15 years 200 meters backstroke from Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson is Aaron Bissett. In the 16 years 200 meters backstroke, the gold medalist from Mount Kelly, Fergus Thompson. And in the 17 years 200 meters backstroke, the gold medalist from the City of Leicester is Oscar Dodds. In the 18 years age group, the bronze medalist from Thanet Swim, Oliver Pope. In the 19 years and over, from Chelsea and Westminster, it's Pietro Ubertalli. The silver medalist in the 18-year age group from Bath University, Oscar Barlow. And in the 19-year and over age group from the City of Sheffield, it's Samuel Greenbank. And the gold medalist in the men's 18 years 200 meters backstroke from Millfield, it's Adam Graham. And in the 19 years and over 200 meters backstroke, the gold medalist from Loughborough University is Charlie Brown. We will be returning to the swimming action shortly, and it will be the men's 50-meter butterfly finals up next. We return to the swimming action, and we now move on to our last individual event of the championships. Men's 50 meters butterfly, and the first final is the men's 16 years 50 meters butterfly. In 9 for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, it's Tom Hawkins. In 8 for Sandwell, it's Jack Brown. In 7 for Guildford City, Joseph Wayne. In 6 for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Cheng Duan. In 5 for Chalfont Otters, Ethan Richards Knight. In 4 for Millfield, Lachlan Parrott. In 3 for Skipton Swimming Club, Sam Smith. In 2 for Kingston upon Hull, Rio Dadu. In 1 for City of Sheffield, Miles Kinlan. And for Plymouth Leander, in 0, it's Matthew Hamilton. Here is your start list for the men's 16 years 50 meters butterfly final. So this will be quick. Coming up in lane number 1. It's Kinlan of City of Sheffield and Hamilton of Plymouth Leander. Got a good start down in 0. Now as we come into the final 15 meters, going well for Millfield. In 4 it's Parrott, Richards Knight. In 5 is going well, but down in 3 it's Dadu. And he wins it, Rio Dadu. He's actually in lane 2, but Kingston upon Hull take the gold medal, 25.17. Ethan Richards Knight gets the silver for Chalfont Otters, and Lachlan Parrott the bronze for Millfield, tying with Guildford City's Joseph Way. So we've got a double bronze there in the men's 16 years 50 meters butterfly. They are your official results. The next event is the final of the men's 17 years 50 meters butterfly. In lane 9 for Chelsea and Westminster, it's Henry Gray. In 8 for Northumberland and Durham Performance, Thomas Maskell. In 7 for City of Leicester, Jake Hutchinson. In 6 for Millfield, George Snow. In 5 for the University of Aberdeen Performance, Kieran Lennox. In 4 for Chelsea and Westminster, Nicholas Finch. In 3 for Thurrock Swimming Club, Henry Dean. In 2 for City of Liverpool, Ballant Ashton. In 1 for Mount Kelly, Callum Cox. And in lane 0 for Maxwell, Charlie Toms. Here is your start list for the final of the men's 17 years 50 meters butterfly. Great reaction in lane number 5 for Kieran Lennox of Aberdeen. He got off the block first. He's going well, but also going well in the lane next to him. It's Finch of Chelsea and Westminster. The man from Aberdeen leads at the moment though, into the final 10 meters. And it's a battle between 4 and 5, and the touch will go to Nicholas Finch, 24.70, 7/100 ahead of Kieran Lennox, with Henry Dean taking the bronze for Thurrock Swimming Club, 25.10 to secure that. There is your champion, Nicholas Finch. And there are your official results, confirming gold to Finch, silver to Lennox, and bronze to Dean. The next event is the final of the men's 18 years 50 meters butterfly. In lane 9 for Mount Kelly, Dylan Reeve. In 8 for Mount Kelly, it's Luke Tunstall. In 7 for Maxwell, Samuel Pyfinch. In 6, Team Bath, Oliver Saunders. In 5 for Beckenham, James Cleaver. In 4 for the Beverley Barracudas, Kieran Grant. In 3 for Warren de Vars, Brodie Gordon Gibson. In 2 for Derby Excel, Liam Dawson. In 1 for Team Bath, Oliver Watts. And in 0 for Watford, Matthew Aldred. Here is your start list for the final of the men's 18 years 50 meters butterfly. Away well in lane 4, it's Grant of the Beverley Barracudas. And up in front through 25, it is Grant and Cleaver of Beckenham in 5, also going well. Grant is at the front of the field here. He will take this one into the finish. He'll touch for the gold medal. 23.97. Cleaver gets the silver. 24.66 with Brody Gordon Gibson taking the bronze. 24.79 for Warren de Bards. There are your official results of the men's 18 years 50 meters butterfly. Our next event is the final of the men's 19 years and over 50 meters butterfly. This is your final individual event of the program here this week. In 0, and again in 9 is Aidan Cannon of Mid Sussex Marlins. In 8 for Swansea University, Sebastian Rose. In 7 for the University of Stirling, Brogan Hyde. In 6 for the Isle of Man Swimming Club, it's Joel Watterson. In 5 for Swansea University, Lewis Fraser. In 4 for University of Bath, Joshua Gammon. In 3 for City of Glasgow, Gregor Swiney. In 2 for University of Stirling, Jamie Robertson. In 1 for Swansea University, Dan Jones. And in lane 0 for University of Surrey, Christopher Finch. Here is your start list for the final of the men's 19 years and over 50 meters butterfly. Joshua Gammon was the quickest qualifier for this one this morning. We're going down well in lanes 1 is Dan Jones of Swansea University, and in 0 Finch of the University of Surrey. As we go through the last 15, now it is stroke for stroke between Gammon and Fraser as we come into the touch. It will be Joshua Gammon that gets it, 23.53 from Lewis Fraser, 23.62. And the bronze goes to Jamie Robertson, 24.07 for Stirling. There are the official results of the men's 19 years and over 50 meters butterfly final. And as I said, that is the final individual event of the program here this week at the British Summer Championships 2023. We have 4 relays left for you. They promise to be exciting, and they will be coming up shortly. next event is the women's 14-16 years 400 meters medley team event. In lane 0, it's Warren de Baths. In 1, it's Mount Kelly B. In lane 2, Guildford City A. In lane 3, it's Basildon Phoenix. In lane 4, it's Mount Kelly A. In lane 5, it's Northumberland and District Performance. In lane 6 is City of Sheffield. In lane 7, it's City of Salford. In lane 8, it's Wickham District. And in lane 9, it's the City of Birmingham. Here is your start list for the women's 14 to 16 years 400 meters medley team. On the backstroke for Warren de Baths is Rosie Forster. For Mount Kelly B, Ella Justice. For Guildford City, Tegan Matthews. For Basildon and Phoenix A, Evangeline Pierce. For Mount Kelly A, Blythe Kinsman. For Northumberland and Durham, it's Holly Gilly. For City of Sheffield, Ava Cook. For City of Salford A, Katie Lee. For Wickham District, Catherine Williams. And for City of Birmingham, Isabella Price. And turning in first in lane 4, 30.49 for Mount Kelly A. Guildford City are over in second, half a second ahead of Basildon and Phoenix. They are your front three after 50 meters of backstroke. Going into the last 25 of this first leg, it's Kinsman for Mount Kelly. Going well now in lane number 2 for Guildford City, it's Charlotte Cope. She just goes ahead of Evangeline Pierce for Basildon and Phoenix. Into the water now for Mount Kelly A is Gabrielle Idle Beavers. Second in is Guildford City, and their breaststroker is Charlotte Cope. She took over from Tegan Matthews. There is your race leader. In the water for Basildon and Phoenix, it's Jasmine Carter. Lotta Schultz is in for Mount Kelly B. Maya Rogers for Warren de Baths. Anna Finley for Northumberland and Durham Performance. Annabelle Cook took over from Ava Cook for the City of Sheffield. Gabrielle McCullough took over for Katie Lee of City of Salford. Hazel-Ann Carter is in for Wickham District as it all bunches up on this breaststroke. And Maris McNee is in for Birmingham. Right out there in front, that's Mount Kelly A. But it's close behind, going well for Salford. In lane 7 is McCulloch. Then currently in the bronze medal position, it is Basildon Phoenix with Jasmine Carter. Idle Beavers leaders is going to hand over to Flavia Kamzel here for Mount Kellier, as Kamzel will take on the butterfly leg. And next in was the city of Salford on the butterfly. For them, it is Lucia Lesti. There is your race leader. In the water now for Basel and Phoenix, it's Sky Carter. Also the butterflies are all safely in. Kiana Kurtz for Warren de Bath, Edie Price for Mount Kelly B, Nancy Knight for Guildford City, Sharon Talentire for Northumberland and Durham, Isla Jones is in for Sheffield, Alicia Bethel for Wickham, and Alicia Stevens for City of Birmingham. Still out in front, Mount Kellier. Carter has taken Basel and Phoenix level with the City of Salford. And in fourth there in lane 5 is Talentire for Northumberland and Durham. As Mount Kellier come in to their final changeover, it's difficult to see anyone catching them now. Sophie Benn going into the water for the freestyle leg. As we come into the changeover, and it was City of Salford who finished quickly on that butterfly. Lesti had a good last 5 meters to hand over to Alice Volkovaya in second. Basel and Phoenix entered the freestyle leg in third. Lexi O'Connor is in the water for them. Emma Hagberg for Guildford City, Esme Stotley for Mount Kelly B, Ashley Drake for Warren de Baths. Emily Maxwell goes for Northumberland Durham Performance. Molly Baker's in the water for Sheffield. Annabelle Compton for Wickham, and Bonnie Mooney for the City of Birmingham. There is your race leader going through into the last 25 meters. That is Ben of Mount Kelly. But the race is on behind. City of Salford look like they will take the silver, but finishing quickly in the battle for bronze and catching Salford is Northumberland Durham Performance and Basel and Phoenix, and it will be City of Salford that finish behind a dominant Mount Kelly A, with Northumberland and Durham taking the bronze, and you can see how happy they are about that. Sophie Benn there, she got given a very healthy lead and she maintained that. Mount Kelly A are your champions. City of Salford take the silver, and Northumberland Durham Performance getting in for bronze. That was an exciting first relay. There are 3 more of those to come. Stick with us as we prepare for the women's 17 years and over 400 meters medley team event. This is the final of the women's 17 years and over 4x100 meters medley relay. Repton A go in 0. In 1, it's the City of Cardiff. In 2, it's Swansea University. In lane 3, it's Loughborough University. In lane number 4, Mount Kelly. In lane 5, it's the city of Sheffield. In lane 6, it's the city of Leeds. In lane 7, Northumberland and Durham Performance. In lane 8, the Royal Wolverhampton School. And in lane 9, it's the city of Bristol. There is your start list for the women's 17 years and over 400 metre medley team final. Getting off well, it was Mount Kelly in lane number 4 on the backstroke for them. It is Leah Whittaker. Holly Marshall is in for Repton. Rosie Domican for Cardiff. Scarlett Major for Swansea. Rachel Anderson for Loughborough. Sophie Bromley leads Sheffield off. Kilias Hodgson, City of Leeds. Libby Freeman, Northumberland Durham Performance. Lily Mae Marston of Royal Wolverhampton School. And Leah Evans completes the lineup down the backstroke for the city of Bristol. Over first it is Mount Kelly A, 29.83 ahead of Loughborough University, 30.74, and Northumberland Durham, 30.86 up in lane number 7. They were your first 3 at the turn, but going well in 6. It's Hodgson for Leeds. She comes through the field well here. But leading into the first changeover, it is Mount Kelly A. Whittaker will hand over to Sophie Brasington. Rachel Anderson of Loughborough will hand over to Elizabeth Butler. Turning second, that was Loughborough. Turning third was the City of Leeds, where Hodgson hands over to Leah Schlossen. In for Sheffield, it's Sienna Robinson. In for Northumberland and Durham, it's Maya Hall. In for Royal Wolverhampton School, Louise Jones. Ella Jenkins goes for the City of Bristol. Sophie Payne is in for Swansea. Amy Crowley for City of Cardiff, and Hannah Bowley for Repton. Leading now, it is Loughborough University, 134.56, ahead of the City of Leeds, 134.96. And Mount Kelly drops down into third, 0.2 of a second ahead of the City of Sheffield. Loughborough lead the way there in lane 3 at the bottom of your picture. Going well for Leeds, it is Schlossen. In 5, Sienna Robinson doing a great job for Sheffield. She overhauls Brassington of Mount Kelly A. As we go into the halfway point and our second changeover, in for Loughborough Uni will go Maisie Elliott. Turning second was Leeds, and now Isabel Goodwin is in the water for them. On the fly for Sheffield, in third it's Candice Hall, and in for Mount Kelly A it's Holly Widows. Henrietta Damasa is in for Repton. Louise Rathbone-Jones for Cardiff. Catherine Ellen Roberts for Swansea University. Becky Watson has the job of the fly for Northumberland and Durham. Chloe Harris for Royal Wolverhampton School, and Jessica Lawton took over from Ella Jenkins for the city of Bristol. Loughborough still lead the way with Leeds Leeds in second. Sheffield are chasing down Leeds. Leeds are chasing down Loughborough. And Mount Kelly A currently in fourth. It's still all very close. As Isabel Goodwin closes in on Loughborough University as we come to our final changeover. Sophie de Groot will have the anchor leg for Loughborough University. For Leeds, it's Laura Thompson. For City of Sheffield, who turned third, Kate Clifton swims the freestyle. Erin Little for Mount Kelly A. Rebecca Sutton will swim for Swansea University. Libby Broder is in the water for Cardiff. Laurie Devine for Repton. Ariana Stokes for Northumberland and Durham. Amy Monks for Royal Wolverhampton School. And Anna Uren for Bristol. Over first it is Loughborough University, 3:39.09. Sheffield now in second, just under a second and a half behind Loughborough. Leeds turn third, and chasing all the way is Kate Clifton. She's got 25 metres to catch Loughborough University. She's going really well here as they hit the 15-metre mark. She is carrying the most speed into the wall, but still going well. It will be Loughborough to take this one. Gold to Loughborough University, silver to the City of Sheffield, and bronze goes to the City of Leeds. As we watch now, Northumberland and Durham performance, and City of Bristol finishing up their relay. Everyone turns to the scoreboard, as is always the way in the relays, and waits for those results to be confirmed. There are the official results of the women's 17 years and over 400 metres medley team event, and it does confirm that Loughborough University are your gold medalists, ahead of the City of Sheffield in silver and the City of Leeds in bronze. Our next event is the final of the men's 14-16 years 4x100 metres medley relay. In zero, it's Millfield School B. In lane one, Hackney Aquatics. In lane two, Millfield School A. In lane three, it's Warren de Bars. In lane four, City of Leeds. In lane five, Northumberland and Durham performance. In lane six, Mount Kelly. In lane 7, Chelsea and Westminster. In lane 8, Soundwell. And in lane number 9, Guildford City. Here is the start list for the final of the men's 14 to 16 years 400 meters medley team. In 0 for Millfield School B, it's Adam White. Sam Adams goes for Hackney Aquatics. Ewan Pedersen for Millfield School A. Robbie Boyd for Warren de Bars. Daniel Ransom for City of Leeds. Alexandra Laser for Northumberland and Durham. Fergus Thompson is in for Mount Kelly. Zeno Ubatelli is in for Chelsea and Westminster. Harry Kerslake for Soundwell and Jacob Kelly for Guildford City. Turning first is Northumberland and Durham, 28.02, just 2/100ths ahead of Chelsea and Westminster. And Mount Kelly A turn in third, half a second ahead of the City of Leeds. As we enter the final 25 metres of the backstroke leg, and up in lanes 5, 6 and 7, it's Northumberland and Durham, Mount Kelly and Chelsea and Westminster, stroke for stroke into this first takeover. Getting a touch, it will be Chelsea and Westminster as Ubatelli hands over to Edward Robinson for the breaststroke. In for Mount Kelly A, it's Ben Up, and Northumberland and Durham have got Jacob Barnett on the breaststroke. For City of Leeds, it's George Brooks. For Warren de Bars, Connor Mitchell. Henry Guppy's in for Millfield School A. Storm Hegenhagen in for Hackney Aquatics. Max Higgins is in for Millfield School B. Roger Davis for Sandwell and Thomas Williams for Guildford. Chelsea and Westminster still leading from Northumberland and Durham, who are 9/100ths ahead of the City of Leeds. And now Hackney Aquatics move into fourth position on the breaststroke. Chelsea and Westminster up there in the blue hat in lane 7, going well in 4 for Leeds. It is George Brooks. Coming back strongly in 3 is Connor Mitchell of the Warren de Bars. He is bringing him back into contention here, but it will be Chelsea and Westminster that lead at the halfway point, 2:04.68 for them from Northumberland and Durham and City of Leeds. In the water now for Chelsea and Westminster, it's Santino del Real. In for Mount Kelly is Abdul Jabbar Adama. Isaac Buchan is in for Northumberland and Durham. Matthew Just for the City of Leeds. James Burnett has got the butterfly leg for Warren de Bars. Lachlan Parrott for Millfield School A. Rocco Giustiniani for Hackney Aquatics. Zach Cooper for Millfield School B. Jack Brown for Soundwell and Christian Gale for Guildford City. Chelsea and Westminster still leading, but coming back in lane number 5 is Northumberland and Durham's Isaac Buchan. He is moving with every stroke. Going with him for the City of Leeds is Matthew Just. It's very tight at the front as we come into the final takeover. The pressure will be on the ankle legs. For the freestyle and for City of Leeds, who went in first, it's Gabriel Shepherd. He is the champion in the 100 freestyle in his age group. Tied at the moment in second and third. Northumberland Durham have got William Gowler. And Chelsea and Westminster have got Joseph Adams. Alessandro Donofrio is in for Mount Kelly. Reece Dodd for Soundwell. Joseph Way for Guildford City. Harry Sharp for Warren de Bars. Lachlan Parrott took over from Ethan Stubbs Green, who did the butterfly for Millfield. Lucas Malkev It's in for Hackney Aquatics and Ruben Alty for Millfield School B as Leeds pull away now. Gabriel Sheffield showing his class, but the silver and bronze are still up for grabs. Finishing quickly in lane 3 is Warren Abad, but Chelsea and Westminster will hold on for silver, and Northumberland and Durham for the bronze as Leeds take the gold medal with a superb final 100 metres there from Gabriel Shepherd. It's a team effort. He swam really well to pull away from the rest of the field and put that result beyond doubt. As we wait for the official results to be confirmed, and there they are in the men's 14 to 16 years 400 metres medley team. City of Leeds are your champions. Chelsea and Westminster take the silver, and Northumberland and Durham Performance pick up the bronze. Our next event is the final event of the week. It's not a medal ceremony yet, that's coming up later. But it is the final of the men's 17 years and over 400 metres medley team. In 0, Northumberland and Durham Performance walked out. In 1, it's Poole. In lane 2, it's Loughborough University. In lane number 3, it's Plymouth Leander. In lane 4, it's Millfield School. In 5, it's the University of Stirling. In lane 6, it's Mount Kelly. In 7, Swansea University. In lane 8, it's the City of Sheffield. In lane 9, it's Dartmoor Darts Aquatics. Here is your start list for the men's 17 years and over 400 metres medley team final. For the final time tonight, the swimmers go under the starters' orders. In 0, it's William Ellis for Northumberland and Durham. Robbie Hemmings goes for Poole. Tom Barden for Loughborough University. Finn Brookhoven for Plymouth Leander. Connor Cherrington for Millfield School. Zach Speakman for the University of Stirling. Matthew Ward for Mount Kelly. Harry Turner for Swansea University. Samuel Greenbank for the City of Sheffield. And Fritz Dietz for Dartmoor. Over first, it's Mount Kelly A, 26.36. From City of Sheffield, 26.69. With Plymouth Leander in third after 50 metres, 27.05. In lane 6, leading the way in the final 15 metres of the backstroke, it is Matthew Ward of Mount Kelly. He will hand over to Vadian Boss, who will take on the breaststroke. Boss goes into the water now. In second, it's Sheffield as Greenbank hands over to Ryan Griffiths. And in third, it was Plymouth Leander. And in the water for them now is Charlie Joe Hallett. In for Loughborough, it's Harvey Freeman. For Oliver Jones is in for Poole. Jay Manners for Northumberland and Durham. Rory Dixon is in the water for Stirling. Elliot Woodburn for Millfield. Elijah Kendrick took over from Harry Turner for Swansea. Ryan Griffiths is in for Sheffield and Cameron Williams for Dartmoor. Darts. The breaststroke is bringing the field back together and going well. In 3 is Plymouth Leander with Hallett. He is up there with Swansea University. Elijah Kendrick going well for them, but for Millfield are going in lane number 4. Elliot Woodburn has had an excellent breaststroke leg, as has Rory Dixon of Stirling in 5. Stirling turn first as Andrew Bertoli enters the water for the butterfly leg for them. In second, it's still Sheffield, as Griffiths hands over to Aaron Fox, who's in the water now. Antonio Rodriguez is in for Swansea. Ricardo Lucarelli for Mount Kelly A. Alexander Painter for Millfield School. Freddie Ashley Sparks for Plymouth Leander. Luke Ibbison is on the fly for Loughborough. Alexandru Shudiak for Poole. Lewis Maxwell for Northumberland and Durham. Harry Morgan for Dartmoor. Aaron Fox going well for the City of Sheffield. As we come towards our final takeover, and in 5, the University of Stirling still head the way with Bertoli, just ahead of Sheffield up in lane number 8. It's all going to go down to the freestyle here as Stirling hand over first. Jamie Robertson will anchor them home. He is in your shot at the moment. Still going well is Ben Cope of the City of Sheffield. He is currently in second. Michael Cuddy is in for Dartmoor. Ben Cope for Sheffield. Dan Jones for Swansea. Aaron Ockers for Mount Kelly. Thomas Watkin is in for Millfield School. Aidan Simmons-Brown for Plymouth Leander. Alexander Cahoon is on the last leg for Loughborough. Charlie Meek, Poole and Adam Strickland of Northumberland and Durham. Here comes the charge, going well at the top for Sheffield. It is Ben Cope. He has gone level with Stirling as he looks to be moving ahead. It's between Cope and Stirling, and it will be Stirling that take it by 3/100ths of a second from Sheffield, with Swansea University getting the bronze medal. As Dan Jones finishes up there on the anchor, and those results are confirmed in the venue. You can see University of Stirling celebrating there. Jamie Robertson had an excellent last 50. He held his nerve. He was pushed all the way by Aaron Fox. And Dan Jones held on for Swansea University, as Aaron Ockers gave everything down that final 100 metres for Mount Kelly. It was close at the end. It was a fitting way to finish the swimming here in what has been a wonderful week at the British Summer Championships for 2023 here in Ponds Forge. That concludes the swimming action. As I said, everybody in the venue getting their breath back, especially me. And we will conclude with the remaining medal ceremonies and the presentation for the Club of the Year award. We move on to the medal ceremonies for the women's 100 meters butterfly. All of these ceremonies will be presented by Swim England President Doug Whitlams. Our bronze medalist in the 13-14 years age group from Guildford City, it's Scarlett Shepherd. In the 15 years age group from Poole, Jessica Huggins. And in the 16 years age group from City of Sheffield, it's Isla Jones. The silver medalist in the 13-14 years age group from Royal Tunbridge Wells Mountain, Madeline Hind. The silver medalist in the 15-year age group from Chelsea and Westminster, it's Indigo Spence. And in the 16-year age group from Basel and Phoenix, Sky Carter. The gold medalist in the 13-14 years 100 meters butterfly from Mount Kelly, it's Edie Price. In the 15-year 100 meter butterfly, gold medalist from Northumberland and Durham Performance, Seren Talentire. The gold medalist in the 16 years 100 meters butterfly from Mount Kelly is Flavia Camsell. We continue the medal ceremony for the women's 100 meters butterfly. Bronze medalist in the 17 years age group from Nova Centurion, it's Constance Phillips. And in the 18 years and over age group from Guildford City, Sophie Freeman. The silver medalist in the 17 years age group from Wickham District, it's Lucy Fox. And in the 18 years and over age group from Derby Excel, Georgina Pryor. And the gold medalist in the 17 years 100 meters butterfly from the city of Bristol, it's Jessica Lawton. And in the 18 years and over 100 meters butterfly from Northampton, Betsy Wizard. Our next medal ceremony is for the men's 50 meters butterfly. In the 16 years age group, the bronze medalist from Millfield, Lachlan Parrott. And from Guildford City, Joseph Way. In the 17-year age group, the bronze medalist from Thurrock, Henry Dean. The silver medalist in the 16-year age group from Chalfont, Ethan Richards Knight. And in the 17-year age group from University of Aberdeen Performance, it's Kieran Lennox. And the gold medalist in the 16 years 50 meters butterfly from the Kingston upon Hull, Rio Dadu. And in the 17 years 50 meters butterfly, the gold medalist from Chelsea and Westminster, Nicholas Finch. We continue with the medal ceremonies for the men's 50 meters butterfly. The bronze medalist in the 18 years age group from Warren Baths, Brodie Gordon Gibson. And the bronze medalist in the 19 years and over 50 meters butterfly. From the city of Glasgow, it's Gregor Swoney, and from the University of Stirling, it's Jamie Robertson. The silver medalist in the 18 years age group from Beckenham is James Cleaver. And the silver medalist in the 19 years and over age group from Swansea University, Lewis Fraser. The gold medalist in the 18 years 50 meters butterfly from Beverley Barracudas, it's Kieran Grant. And in the 19 years and over 50 meter butterfly, the gold medalist from Bath University is Joshua Gammon. Next medal ceremony is for the women's 14 to 16 years 4x100 meters medley relay. The bronze medalists from Northumberland and Durham Performance, Holly Gilly, Anna Finley, Sarah Talentire, and Emily Maxwell. Silver medalists from the city of Salford, Katie Lee, Gabrielle McCulloch, Lucia Lesti, and Alice Volkovaya. And the gold medalist from Mount Kelly, Blythe Kinsman, Gabrielle Idle-Beavers, Flavia Camsell, and Sophie Ben. Our next medal ceremony is for the women's 17 and over 4x100 meters medley relay. Bronze medalist from the city of Leeds, Kidius Hodgson, Leah Strachan, Isabel Goodwin, and Lara Thompson. Silver medalists from the city of Sheffield, Sophie Bromley, Sienna Robinson, Candice Hall, and Kate Clifton. And the gold medalists from Loughborough University, Rachel Anderson, Elizabeth Booker, Maisie Elliott, and Sophie de Groot. Our next medal ceremony is for the men's 14-16 years 4x100 meters medley relay. The bronze medalists from Northumberland and Durham Performance, Alexandru Lazar, Jacob Barnett, Isaac Buchan, and William Gowler. The silver medalists from Chelsea and Westminster, Zino Batali, Edward Robinson, Santino Del Real, and Joseph Adams. And the gold medalists from the city of Leeds, Daniel Ransom, George Brooks, Matthew Just, and Gabriel Shepherd. Our next medal ceremony is the final medal ceremony of the competition. It's the men's 17 years and over 4x100 meters medley relay. The bronze medalists from Swansea University, Harry Turner, Lewis Fraser, Antonio Rodriguez and Dan Jones. The silver medalists from the city of Sheffield, Samuel Greenbank, Ryan Griffith, Aaron Fox and Ben Cope. The gold medalists from the University of Stirling, Zach Speakman, Rory Dixon, Andrew Bertoli and Jamie Robertson. The British Summer Championships Club of the Year Award continues this year, emphasising the importance of swimmers being able to produce their peak performance at their end of season meets. It's designed to recognise the clubs and coaches who are most successful in preparing their athletes to swim at their best at the British Summer Championships. The outcome is based on the cumulative percentage that each club has managed to improve their athletes' performances at the championships compared to the entry times recorded in the qualification window. The following conditions are applied. Teams must have a minimum of 5 eligible athletes competing at the championships to be eligible for the award. Athletes' performances in individual Olympic and Paralympic events only are included. Only times from the athlete's fastest round at the championships will be used. Heat times can therefore take the precedence over final times if necessary. Prizes are awarded to the top 3 clubs. Presenting the award are Nathan Hilton, the British Swimming Performance Pathway League, and the winner was Soundwell. The final top 10 in total are Soundwell, Portsmouth North Sea in second, Richmond Dale in third, City of Liverpool in fourth, Bromley in fifth, Chelsea and Westminster in sixth, City of Birmingham in seventh, Borough of Kirklees in eighth, Stockport Metro in ninth, and Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson in 10th. There are your top 10 clubs for this Club of the Year award. Once again, the winners were Soundwell. Thank you so much for joining us here at the British Summer Championships 2023 for the last 7 days. I've been Liz Johnson. This has been Ponds Forge International Sports Centre. We have had an amazing week. Thank you so much for joining us. And for the final time, goodbye.
Feeling that cost of living crunch? Labara are here to help.
All I want is great customer service and network, but for less.
That's why Labara gives you 15 gigabytes of 5G data and unlimited UK minutes and text for just £10 a month. Plus, no contract, change or cancel anytime.
An excellent customer service.
So what's stopping you joining the bill-busting revolution? Labara, more for less.
Half is fake, but everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey!